The Barbarian's Warcry. Carlos Carrasquero. The fire crackled low in the clearing just beyond the jagged cliffs where the goblins had made their den. 4 figures huddled close, their voices hushed, though their eyes kept flicking toward the dark cave mouth across the ravine. "We can't just charge in," said Kael, the rogue. He toyed with the dagger in his hands, its polished edge catching the light. "The place will be crawling with the little beasts. Better to slip in quietly, cut a few throats, and make off with their loot before they ever notice." "Typical thief's thinking," muttered Serenia, the sorcerer. Sparks of violet energy played at her fingertips as she spoke. A clean burst of flame at the entrance would scatter them. "Panic is a sharper blade than yours, Kael. We could trap them inside their own nest while they scramble." The hunter, a Lean woman named Arik, shook her head. She adjusted the longbow on her back, eyes narrowing at the cave. "I don't like either plan. Goblins move like rats. Tight tunnels, blind corners. Fire might turn against us, smoke choking us out. Stealth is useless when their ears catch every scratch. No, we draw them out. I put arrows through their skulls one by one as they rush." Kael sneered. "Yes, and how do you plan to make them rush out, hunter? Sing them a song?" The debate was climbing like fire, voices sharper with each exchange. They were so caught up in arguing that none of them noticed the sudden absence of the 4th member. It wasn't until a roar split the night that silence fell over the camp. "Death and glory." The barbarian's voice thundered from inside the cavern. The clash of steel on steel followed, along with shrill goblin shrieks. Kyle's jaw dropped. "Well," Serenia coursed under her breath. "Idiot! Does it mean to fight the whole nest alone?" Arik was already on her feet, bow drawn. "Discussion's over. I don't want to be the one who has to scrape whatever's left of him off the dirt." They scrambled across the ravine, boots pounding stone. By the time they reached the cave mouth, the stench of blood and goblin musk was already heavy in the air. The flicker of torchlight showed a wild scene deeper inside. Goblins swarming like ants. The barbarian at the heart of it, swinging his massive axe in arcs that scattered bodies left and right. His laughter echoed as much as his war cry. Serenia pressed against the wall, muttering, this was not the plan. Yet magical fire began sputtering off her hands, ready. The rogue shrugged. "I like this plan." Arik loosed an arrow, the shaft finding its mark in a goblin's eye. And just like that, the argument around the fire was forgotten. Strategy dissolved in the heat of battle. The barbarians' madness had dragged them in, but now, together, they would carve their way out, through blood, steel, and fire.